All right, welcome to what we call the Rokani Media Football. Argentina 3, Egypt 2. This game of football was really one of the best that I can easily tell you. I tell you what, this game of football is one of the best. And I think so far Argentina has gone ahead to give us some good games. At the round of 32 when they're playing against Cape Verde, you know what went ahead to happen. Obviously, the difference between the other game and this one was Argentina took a lead. You understand? Because the team, what was it? Let me check here. Argentina, where are you at? Argentina, Cape Verde. What an interesting game. But the difference is, the only time Egypt took a lead in this game of football was when Argentina scored the winner. But on two occasions, Egypt came second fiddle. Argentina came second fiddle. But in the game of Cape Verde, Messi, in the 29th minute, released by Lisandro Martinez to obviously make it 1-0 for the side of Argentina. 30 minutes later, Duarte went ahead to level up to make it 1-1, and the entire 90 minutes ended at that level. We got to extra time. Lisandro Martinez, 92nd minute, went ahead to obviously score a very beautiful goal. And then, in 103rd minute, Cabal Lopez went ahead to obviously do the needful and obviously scored one of the most beautiful goals I've gone ahead to see in the World Cup. Then an own goal came in through in the dying minutes of the game. It was 111, 9 minutes to go, and that's how Argentina went ahead to obviously take a lead. Knock out Cape Verde. In this game, Argentina took the lead. They always took the lead. But in this one of Egypt, it was a different story altogether. It was like the opposite of the other game in there for you. Argentina conceded in the 15th minute, 67th minute, made it 2-0, and we reached a level when Egypt is having 2 goals and Argentina is having 0. Now, Lionel Messi lofted the ball from the left side of the pitch from the right side of the pitch, and looked out for Cristiano Romero, and Romero headed it home to make it 2-1, like he pulled one back in there for you. Then Lionel Messi himself leveled up the game in the 83rd minute, and Enzo Fernandez went ahead to obviously do the needful and really make it 3-2 in favor of a side known as Argentina. Now, a lot of things were done in that game of football, but many might not obviously be looking at what went ahead to happen in there for you. But I tell you, a lot of things really went ahead to happen. Pure masterclass from both coaches. Ahmed Hassan, one of the legendaries for the Pharaohs when it came to playing the game of football, scoring very many goals in there for you, came up with a tactical master plan. Salah through the middle, and you saw that Salah went ahead to obviously drive. Do the drive, and he really played very well, and they were really very compact, and they made it hard for Argentina, and they hit Argentina on the break several times. But what does Scaloni do when things are not obviously moving on as planned? And he showed that he kept believing. Tactical masterclass. He brought on to Lisandro Martinez and the other guy who played as the left back in there for you. So he went ahead to put on another attacker with Julian Alvarez in there for you. And indeed, it paid off. It totally paid off, I tell you. And it was a tactical masterclass by the manager, because you need to eat that. What does it help me to have defenders on the pitch when I'm really losing? He was like, let me have Messi, let me have Lautaro Martinez, let me have Julian Alvarez, as my forwards. And guess what? Because he had gotten to know that Messi had been stopped to play through the central axis of the pitch, he was like Messi, play onto the right. And you saw to it that all the 2 goals that saw Argentina level up on that game were as a result of Messi dropping onto the right, attacking side of the midfield. And he went ahead to obviously create moments of magic for the first goal. Good cross in with an assist, and the second one, he went ahead to obviously score it himself as Lionel Messi. So they've proceeded to the round of 8, and one thing I want to warn Argentina about is they are really being worked out a lot by these teams. Yet, I think the manager needs to gate off the workload from Lionel Messi, because when Messi was there on the pitch before, when Messi was still playing the central axis, Argentina had nobody from the wide areas to obviously take off players and really create space for Messi. You understand? But when Messi went on the outside right, he went ahead to create chances for others, and so to it that Argentina went ahead to obviously gate that win. So, hard-fought win for Argentina, but Scaloni needs to understand this. He has one of the most talented players of this new generation, who goes by the names of Nico Paz. Look out for that guy. I'm really asking myself, Nico Paz has no role to play in this World Cup. I'm like, why? Because even if you want to deploy him as a central attacking midfielder playing as a 10, he can help you reduce the numbers and see to it that Messi gets those spaces in there. Or he can be played as a right forward and see to it that Messi sees to it that he really gets creative. He gets a lot of creative activity from that side. So I tell you, it's not going to be easy for Argentina in the game. They're obviously going to be playing against Colombia or Switzerland. Their next game is really going to be hard. If Egypt can stretch you and keep value to this level, if Colombia knocks out Switzerland, do you know how hard that game is going to be? Because this is going to be a South American derby. And you know how hard such games have gone ahead to be. And I remember, was it in 2021 when Messi went ahead to lift the Copa America? They had to face, I think, was it Colombia? At the semifinals, and you know how dirty that game was, and indeed it required them to go to penalties, and Martinez, the goalkeeper, Dibu, went ahead to obviously save many. So I do believe that Scaloni needs to look through his tactics in there for you. For me, I believe Nico Paz should be playing a role in this World Cup, because next World Cup we might not be having Messi. Who will Argentina be building on? That is the big question. So I do believe that it's high time they brought in Nico Paz, but hard fight by Egypt. I think they put up a fight. And these 2 African teams that Egypt has gone ahead to face on this round have gone ahead to obviously stretch, them to the fullest. So all I want to let you know is that it's done business. And now the World Cup is into the quarterfinals. And last game is going to be played today, Colombia versus Switzerland, and then Lionel Messi will be knowing who he'll be playing against in the semifinals. But obviously, tomorrow, no football, but come Thursday, we are back in action to see who really takes them on into the mix. So guys, thank you very much for checking through. Your thoughts onto this are welcome in the comment section below. Messi knocks out Salah. What are your thoughts about this? But I liked the refereeing in there for you, and I liked how Egypt went ahead to fight. And we need to learn something as Africans, because I went ahead to see Congo take a 2-0 lead, and they went ahead and obviously knocked them. As Senegal, you take a 2-0 lead, and they knock you out. DR Congo taking a lead against England, and we cannot maintain our lead. So we need to obviously understand how to defend. How do we defend against these teams that are really ahead of us? A team with the quality of Messi, how do we defend? So we need to obviously improve on our defending tactics. But good luck and hard luck for the side of Egypt. They've gone ahead to put out a very huge fight. I really loved whatever they put out. So thank you very much for watching through. And Rokani David is my name. Second video of the day. And let's drop this one. And then later, in 30 minutes from now, we'll be dropping another video as we wait for the last game, Colombia versus Switzerland. And we'll be waiting to see how things pan out. Ronaldo is out. And Ronaldo is out. So as Salah And we wait to see how things really pan out. But I enjoyed the game that they brought onto the scale, onto the pitch. I'm talking about Egypt.